Hello, what I want to do in this video is to talk about how to graph an inequality in two variables. So we've talked about visualizing inequalities in one variable before, okay, on one axis. Now we're looking at how we might graph this in a two-dimensional space. And what we do over here is basically we want to, if I have my XY axes over here, I want to basically shade the region in which we have solutions to this inequality. And so the first step you do with any such problem is to sketch the equation corresponding to the inequality. So we replace the inequality sign with an equal sign. So let's take an example. Let's take a straightforward example. I want to sketch y is less than minus 1. So to do this, I will start by drawing y is equal to minus 1, which is our horizontal line here at minus 1. Okay? Now, if I look at this, then I need to then look at points on either side of this line, okay? I would look at, so I have this blue line, and I have to find a point here and see if they match the inequality. Over here, y would be 0. Now 0 is not less than minus 1, so this region won't fit. Over here, say minus 2, y equals to minus 2 is less than minus 1. So this region fits. So therefore, in the second step, what we do is we pick region where a test value, so some value within that region, satisfies the inequality. So over here, this region down here would satisfy this inequality. And therefore, anything in this region over here satisfies it. Now, there is one thing to note. Because this is less than, values on this line itself are not part of the solution to this inequality. Okay? We'll do a couple more examples just to get our feet wet. The next one I want to look at is y is less than or equal to x squared plus 1. I'm going to again draw this out, and I think it is useful for you to know how to do these drawings without graph paper. So we start with our xy axes. We know what a parabola looks like. And then we look at this and see over here plus 1 means that we shift it upwards by one value. So this is 1. And then I would just draw a parabola like this. Okay, it's symmetrical. So now this says that y is less than or equal to. So over here, if I look at 2, 0, 2, that's the easiest thing to do. Pick a point here, I'll say 0, 2. 0, so if x is equal to 0, y is equal, if this is an equal sign, x squared plus 1 would be 0 plus 1 is 1. That would not, this point 2 would not satisfy it. Whereas 0 is less than 1 will satisfy it. So this is the region we will shade for this one. Okay? A third example we will do over here, okay, is sketch the graph of 2x minus y is less than or equal to 3. Now, the way I would look at this, again, we have to sketch the line, right? Is to rearrange it so that it's in slope-intercept form. That's how I would probably do it. So I rearrange it to be y is less than or equal to 2x minus 3. So if I have that, I know, look at this. If x is 0, so that's my y-axis. My y-intercept is minus 3. Now my x-intercept over here when y is 0, okay, would be, okay, when y is 0, that's 3 goes over here, is 2x. So that x value would be 3/2. So I can draw a line diagonally here. Now, if x is 0, okay, if x is 0 and y is equal to 0, the origin, then the left-hand side is 0. 0 is not greater than 3, right? So y is less than, so the shaded area I need to shade is this area underneath here, okay? So I hope this gave you some examples of how to do this for one variable.